2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Brooklyn Nets here in Barclays Center. Here with Grant Hill, Doris Burke, and Ali LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining us at the broadcast table tonight, our very special guest, Shams Charania. Great to have you with us, Shams.
Great to be here, BA. Great to be here with you guys. I very much look forward to it.
See if you say that when you're done with us here. And with the bulk of the season still ahead, let's take a look at how the power rankings are starting to come together. You look at Atlanta, they're on a roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
Seeing where the Nets are, they've managed to hang in the top 10 so far, which is a great way to kick off your season. It's a foundation they can build on moving forward.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. They've got Junior, and it's Gray in at the power forward position. And for Brooklyn, they've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5. Here we go. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Here's lights out. From 13, off the window, it's good.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now here's Pippen. The closer pulls it in. Junior outside from 10 feet away, and they pick up 2.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
Pass to Brown. Here's Rodman. It's intercepted. On the break. Here's lights out, and it falls all over the rim and in. Lights out's gotten his second bucket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he banks in the layup. And Shams, we're seeing a transition in regional media. The RSN, the Regional Sports Network, with cord cutting impacting revenues.
Yeah, local RSNs is a big part of the NBA, and the availability of local team broadcast.
Oh, okay then.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Outside, Brown. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's the hook. The rebound by Atlanta.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
They get it back. Here's Thomas. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Junior against Hardaway.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's lights out. 23 points his last outing. 6 to shoot. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Pass to Rodman. And here's Pippen. The baseline J. Count that one.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Thomas outside. Back to Junior. From downtown. Pure from three-point range. Gray's got 5.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Rodman. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. From the left block, he sends it through. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, two teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
It's stolen away. Here's Gray. 14 points his last outing. Outside, Brown. Outside, Hardaway. That shot is off. Ooh, good D by Junior. Here's Gray. And it's off from three-point range. Nets trail by 9. Pippen right side. Back to Hardaway. And there's the screen to the middle. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Hardaway. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Brown. Here's Rodman. Tipped. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. Lights out. No good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Outside Hardaway. That three's off the mark. Atlanta leading by 10. Junior with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Lights out. That's good.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Payton's checked in for Pippen. The Hawks making a switch here. And we've heard greats like KD and LeBron question ring culture in the NBA, Shams.
They both chased after championships as well, though. They've both gone after those rings. And so, for sure, counting rings, that definitely oversimplifies the legacy of the game. We have to see exactly how the player's body of work stacks up. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. Everyone's going to have their take. And trying to influence public opinion is a tricky game. At the end of the day, people are going to look at stats. They're going to look at how many championships you win. They're going to look at the entire body of work. And rings culture is a part of that to an extent.
Yeah, and think about the civic pride that comes to a city that an organization is in when they do win a championship.
Kevin Durant won 2 rings with the Warriors when he went there. LeBron James won 2 rings with the Miami Heat when he went there. So they both have gone and sought after that culture that comes with championship pedigree.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And there's the rejection. Pass to Payton. And the Hawks making a change here.
16 substitutions on the court.
Rodman, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Rodman. Clock at 6. Pass to Danley. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Lights Out. Atlanta leading by 13 to the inside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. From the arc. Counted from distance. Lights Out's got 15.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Payton passes to Hardaway. Here's Danley. To end the run. The shot, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Offensive rebound. Here's lights out. Pass to Petrovic. Misses the three. Nets trail by 16. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa.
Oh, wow! They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
To the paint. Here's the closer. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. Payton passes to Hardaway. Here's Danley. And it's in there.
A defensive lapse. Can't give him that kind of position.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of this comfort zone.
Pass to the closer. Takes the three. Buries it from 3. The closer's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. The Hawks in second.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
And Brooklyn with possession here, trailing by 17. Hardaway, the pass to Danley. Just 5 to shoot. Boozer grabs the board.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
It's interesting, Shams, that Commissioner Silver said injuries in the 2025 playoffs were the second lowest in a decade, but big injuries, Achilles injuries to Tatum and Lillard and Halliburton. It didn't feel that way.
No, and it's really unfortunate. Those are some really serious injuries to some seriously important players in the NBA, and given the gravity of that, it's clearly an issue that goes beyond the playoffs. I'm told the league is continuing to gather the data. Of course, player health is in everyone's best interest, so the league, Adam Silver, they're paying a very close eye to this.
Ivica Zubac checked in for Brooklyn. Payton comes in for Hardaway, and a change for the Hawks. Conley's checked in. Good on the bucket.
Now, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
Pass to Danley. Outside, Brown. Back to Zubac. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Payton on target from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Payton against Conley. Pass to Vandeweghe. There's a screen. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
To the wing, right side. On the push, here comes Atlanta. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Atlanta shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
At line with 2 shots.
Free throw good, Thomas. And the Nets making a change here. Both free throws good for Thomas. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Payton. Pass to Danley. The 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
Brown finds Payton. Up and over Conley. Payton's shot is good. Payton's got 5 now.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
And here's Thomas. And so it's Atlanta feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
They've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Dantley in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back over to you, Brian.
Thank you, Allie. Outside Conley. Pass to Thomas. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
And it's not the result they were hoping for, but every game is a chance to learn and make adjustments.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
Here's Vandeweghe. And he makes it on the layup. Vandeweghe's got 6 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And Thomas has got the ball here for the Hawks. Vandeweghe passes to Thomas. Soft touch off the glass. He has 6.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Pippen, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Gray's checked in for the Hawks. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Dantley passes to Payton. Here's Dantley. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists tonight. And Shams, the last few years, teams often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, BA, and the thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, if the trade doesn't work, you just gave up the farm. And that's the risk reward that you play with as a general manager.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Payton finds Brown.
Ball counted, ball counted.
Here's Dantley. Thomas defends. Dantley passes to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Pippen from outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Vandeweghe, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Payton passes to Dantley. And it's rejected. To the right side. The ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Payton. He's guarded by Conley. Payton, no good.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Inside. Brown with it. 20 points for him last game against Houston. Jones up top. Here's Pippen. Gets the 3 to fall. Pippen's got his second basket on the night.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Thomas outside. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Outside Payton. Pass to Brown. Can't hit the step back Jay.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn, and a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. From outside the arc. Hardaway, no good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Sunday, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers coming to town. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They're looking at an almost ideal stretch of schedule. Games they can win all